Hi guys, today's video is brought to you by books. As you can tell, I actually really like the graphic novel series and manga, so that's where I'll begin. The most recent graphic novel I read is Mouse. It's actually an amazing graphic novel about World War II and a lot of the injustices that the author's father had to endure, and it's just amazing, and the symbolism in it is fantastic. My next one is going to be The Invisibles. This book is amazing, or this series is amazing. I'm not sure how to put it, but it's like The Matrix, but let's see. Yeah, I'll say it's pre-Matrix, The Matrix. And of course, I'm obliged to put this one in there if I'm talking about graphic novels. Quite possibly the best graphic novel of all time. This book is why graphic novels should be able to win literary awards. Skipping over to manga, I really like Full Metal Alchemist, if you couldn't tell, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. The books are so much better than the movie. If you've ever seen the movie, you know that's amazing. So it's hard to top that. Claudia, I too have an amazing copy of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, although mine is not illustrated. But it was given to me by my dad when I was a kid, and yeah, it's really amazing. I love Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn. It's one of the best books I've ever read. A lot of the other stuff that I'm reading right now is music related. Surprise, surprise, as a music major. But Musicophilia, I haven't really had too much of a chance to read it, but from what I've heard, it's an amazing book, and I wish I had more time to read, but with school and whatnot right now, I'm in the same boat as Jamie, not being able to read all that much. But last semester, I got through the entire series of The Hunger Games, and I'll agree with you, Tim. The ending was surprisingly bad. Tim, you were saying how you don't think there would really be a way to do a sequel to the Harry Potter series. I think that a prequel would be amazing, like The Rise of Voldemort, like show him back in when he was first gaining power. That would be amazing. I would love to see Voldemort at his prime when he was Tom Riddle and then grow up into Voldemort. As well, you could have a whole series about the original 4 founders of Hogwarts. That would be great as well. Other than that, a lot of the books I've read are for school. The Grapes of Wrath. I'm sure you guys either have read it for school or have to read it for school at some point, but if you don't, this is an amazing book. Tim, definitely check it out with your political science major. You will love it, if you haven't already read it. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Augustin Burroughs before or not, but Running with Scissors is amazing. Check it out if you haven't. It's his real life story or a memoir that he wrote, and it reads like a novel how crazy everything was in his life as a child. I'm definitely going to recommend that one. I'm looking into getting a few other books by him right now, but I haven't had a chance to yet. Oh yeah, Claudia, I just realized while I was filming, or when I was rewatching your video, that you and I both have the last 2 in hardcover and the first one in softcover. I think that is interesting. Joey, nice haircut, but I looked at your desktop thing and wow, I am going to have to get my laptop or my desktop set up like that or something. But that is amazing. That's just... I love people who can do stuff like that with technology. I know that a lot of people will say, oh, it's easy, you just need to know blah, blah, blah. And other people will be like, yeah, it's really hard, you have to do all these different things, but it's just, it astounds me whenever somebody can do something like that. I actually used to have an amazing MySpace profile because one of my exes was amazing with technology. And I feel like I should re-record that whole thing because I was closing doors, but you know what? I'll keep it in there. Here's a quick little shout out to one of my friends. She wrote this book of Sins and Sailors. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. She gave it to me a while ago. I feel really bad that I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about the United States and England being a country separated by a common language. That's something that really interests me, how we both use the same words, but they have completely different meanings in some cases. Like, don't ask for a napkin if you're a guy in Britain, because you'll get something completely different. Oh, Robin is really funny. Jamie mentioned her. She is really cool. I just discovered her not too long ago. I really want to get the Nightly Academy books. They look really funny and, well, really interesting. Jamie, I want to thank you for donating blood and making it possible for people to have blood transfusions and stay alive. Thank you. My reading this semester has been lacking severely, but 21 credits plus a ton of stuff outside of school will do that to you. Greg, you have the coolest penthouse ever. Of all time, ever. I'm also looking forward to a lot more free week videos, because as Greg said, we now have more topics and whatnot, and we're more prepared for a free week, and we know what a free week is like, so let's do more free weeks. Once every other week. Does that sound good? I know. Yeah? Yeah. Today was awesome because I got to enter a piece of art into an art show, and Greg, I'll see you tomorrow. DFTBA.